Morning, Scrubs. What's going on? Filthy Frank, always awake. You must have a beautiful life, Frank. I don't know how you get your notifications. You need to teach everybody else. So Jay-Z and Beyonce have formed a partnership. I mean, Jay-Z and Serena Williams. Well, you should tell them that they need to let my videos go instead of shadow banning me. But anyway, Jay-Z and Serena Williams have formed a partnership. Now, a lot of people was like, Jay and Serena, they not friends. That's Beyonce friend. Now I'm not starting to look old. But if I was, that would be great. I look like a guy who just recently woke up. Now, to get straight to the business, I don't want to. In One Crack News, we try to get you the news quick, fast, in a hurry while you're up in your morning getting your coffee. And speaking of coffee, watch the segue. Jay-Z and Serena Williams buy stake in a Southeastern Asian coffee chain. That's right, the Indonesian coffee chain. See how I segue that in? Well, Jay-Z and Serena Williams are two of the biggest megastars and public figures. A lot of people put LeBron James up because they see him in the commercials. Serena is way surpassed LeBron, especially in accomplishments too. Now, Coburn Keenan is a company that is one of the biggest growing, fastest growing coffee companies out there. They're Indonesian coffee. People have to have it. His name is the CEO of the company is like what is his name? Edward Turtanata or whatever, something like that. Anyhow, when they first started in 1 year, they had what, like 18 stores, and they were selling coffee, maybe a few million cups. Now they're doing 3 million cups a month of coffee. They got 200 chains now. 200 chains. They came out in 2017. Now they're in 200 locations instead of 18 now, and they're selling 3 million cups of coffee. So Serena and Jay-Z bought a stake in the company because they realize how fast growing this is. And this is a big opportunity to make an international global run. And they were looking for investors. What better investors than Jay-Z and Serena Williams? Now I don't want Jay to put all his insight into this, just his money. I don't want to see it in the Brooklyn Nets. Get your takeover coffee or your RD reasonable doubt coffee. My reasonable doubt blend. Get your Magna Carta. I don't want I don't want that Magna Carta cocoa coming out. I don't want or need to see that at all. Keep that off the schedule. Oh no. It's not public trading. They just have big public figures. See, what they're going to do is now they're going to build and expand. So now around Southeast Asia, they're going to build more stores. Southeast Asia, coffee is one of the biggest things you could ever get into because all of them have internet cafes and they're very have addictive personalities. And their addiction makes them so focused. If they're addicted to the electronics and all these things, they're like drawn to it. So they game like so many hours out of the day, just video games, teaming up with other people playing video games. And what do? They drink coffee, and game, drink coffee, and game. The video gaming market and internet cafes, which died out here, over there is a necessity. It's a cesspool. Here, we don't need internet cafes anymore. It's not going to bring in any money because everybody basically has the internet for nothing. So an internet cafe here is not going to do us any good. It was for a while when MySpace was out. They were making a lot of money off me. He said, there goes my plan to buy in. But see, there's a thing here in the United States. You could buy in now. There are plenty of people who are starting their own coffee companies here and putting out their own coffee chains because they realize that this is a growing market and this is an expanding market. And Starbucks they don't have the monopoly on the coffee game. You see, coffee is more guzzled by low income earners, while high end brewers are mostly consumed by the affiliates. So everybody drinks coffee. There's opportunity there. See, unlike soda, where it's a lot harder to deal with, a soda company it's too much. It's too vast. Plus, a lot of people are going for healthier drinks more than soda. So unless you Pepsi or Coca-Cola, getting into the soda business is not really ideal for you. Most parents don't give their kids a soda in the morning and say, have a nice day with their lunch. They get a juice box. Well, see, most internet cafes overseas, they have their own modems. So it's not like you bring your own laptop and set up. The internet cafes over there, they have their own modems. Everything is locked down, and it's mostly used for gaming from here to there, from this pod to that pod. Everybody's in there, and they normally comes in groups. Asians normally travel together. It's very rare that you see one Asian travel into a facility. During the 2000s, like the early 2002, 2001, 2003, everything started to change over into internet cafes here in the United States. Most of them started to close due to the fact of, oh, okay, that's the remote control. Most of them started to close due to the fact that internet cafes were fading and becoming a thing of the past. MySpace and people getting their internet connections elsewhere and getting free internet. So now it was like you can have your own laptop. And then once phones came around, by the time MySpace got here, I mean, Facebook got here and things, technology started to evolve. That was it. I mean, completely it for internet cafes. Because why would you need to go there? But overseas and like China, a lot of them can't afford to have all these things in their home and all these like very poor areas. Plus, they get the smoke in there. There is no smoking ban, and they smoke like 30 packs of cigarettes in there. Smoke is everywhere. They're in there and they're keyboarding 24 hours a day. And one thing they do is have coffee so they can stay awake and keep gaming. Gaming, gaming, gaming. That's what's important. Let me show you about internet cafes. Look at that. You see that? South Korea, number one. Hong Kong, Norway, Sweden. Do you see the United States anywhere in internet cafes? No. So they put big money there because there's big money to be made there. Big man making big bucks. See, you have no idea what internet cafes look like, do you? You never really seen an internet cafe overseas and what it looks like. This is why they're not talking about laptops being stolen and all of that stuff. This is what an internet cafe looks like over there. Hold on, let me take this picture down. There we go. All right, now that that's all down, look at that. So no one's worried about nobody stealing anything out of there. And I know a lot of you think that these are kids. Some of them are kids. A lot of them are not. Internet cafes is like one of their biggest commodities. So they spend big money over there to fix them up, to make them look really nice. That is like where their business goes. So if you have a coffee company over there, that's going to be huge for you. Because internet cafes are everywhere in Korea, in Asia, period. And unlike our culture where we'll do things alone, they go as a team and they play till they drop. So having a coffee company is huge. Asians have a more addictive personality in consumption. They smoke more cigarettes than Americans. They consume more coffee and they game, and they're addicted to gaming. They're addicted to programming. They would sit up hours upon hours and hours a day gaming, programming, hacking. So they're doing all this with no return on investment. They're doing it for pleasure. If you could believe that. Now, I ended up making this video longer than what I was supposed to because y'all got me talking. But today on the Casino for Life channel, I'm going to hit you with some stuff today. Woo! I hope you're ready. Hold your head.